Mm. All right, so Steven,
Yes,
got your character sheet?
I do.
All right. So, you told me between games, I'm just going to inform the audience here, basically, that you wanted to continue to pursue a business relationship with the young man from your computer class that was brought up a little while ago.
Hello.
David's back. All right.
David's back.
So you have been pursuing said relationship. His name is LeBron.
LeBron.
And he does have a... It is a business relationship. All right.
It's very professional. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
The pleasure comes later. All right.
There may be some fringe benefits, but, you know, it's professional.
Yeah. All right. Stephen is the Harvey Weinstein of the drug dealing world.
Thank you, Gary. Yes, I am the Harvey one. No, I am not that disgusting.
All right. So yeah, he does have a small group of allies. You know, you could call them a gang or a club or
a club. I believe it's a young men's club.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Who would be interested in acquiring your meth
Okay.
for sale.
All right.
So the night of this session is the first night that basically the plan is for you to go over there and hand over the drugs.
After class and
whatever security arrangements. It doesn't have to be after class. It can be wherever you would feel most comfortable.
Okay, so we're going to set up a little drop house, kind of like what those hunters had.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And he can... That'll be... So I'll drop them off there and pick them up.
Okay. Just one of the... Is there a specific place you want to use, or just one of the abandoned...
One of the abandoned.
Okay.
Warehouses.
All right. That's fine then. Okay. So, Ryan?
Oh, I also wanted to look through that apartment of the...
Yeah.
Because there probably weren't hunters. Now I feel bad. I feel bad that we killed them.
Ryan, you have the night off. On account of apparently.
I've hired somebody else, Ryan. I'm sorry. Your performance lately has not been as good as it could have been. You've been distracted.
Okay, fine.
Speaking of distraction, since you have the night off, Lucy has made plans with you.
Oh. Ooh. No.
So how long has it been? Like, and where is he in his month?
It's only been a few days since the last episode.
Okay.
Oh, fuck's sake. I'm never going to get a chance to re-roll.
Well, actually, she is the one who's technically going to re-roll, but...
You're screwed, Ryan.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Well, you could be getting screwed, but you're not.
You said you'd give me a re-roll.
What was that?
You said you'd give me a re-roll when the first thing
She gets a re-roll. Your stats are the difficulty for her roll. Yeah. All right.
Of course.
So, but yeah. So she's making plans to basically come over. It's just supposed to be kind of like a, low stress sort of movie night.
So she's coming to the house as well? It's like Grand Central Station.
At this point, it's your public haven, right?
Apparently,
there's no reason.
I seriously have to get a new place.
That's already underway.
Good Lord above. running a hotel.
Yeah. She's nice. You basically needed a public haven anyway.
Okay. Anyway, we got the public haven. Holy cow.
So yeah, she's coming over to basically just watch movies with you in the home theater room, which is also sort of Jonathan's bedroom.
That won't be
So-
awkward.
Wow.
You're gonna have to clear him out probably.
Just give me advance notice. I will gladly leave on my own accord.
Good man.
All right.
I
Fortunately,
want
True
nothing
friend.
to do with her.
bedroom
Oh yeah, I'm doing it for
basically
your sake.
means
Don't worry about it.
room with his suitcase and the couch he sleeps on, fully dressed. So yeah, you're able to retreat up into another room, Jonathan, and Lucy arrives, and yeah, so basically she just wants to spend the evening watching movies unless you have some other sort of plan with her.
Oh, you're gonna make a move, Ryan. Make a move.
Oh no, Ryan is a pure heart.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how long have they been dating now?
They've been dating about a month, roundabout, nearly.
Really? So, I mean, you know, come on. I mean, they've made out, right? You've at least made out with her.
She's made out, yeah.
Has
She's made a move.
she made out with him? Is
Yeah.
that okay? But he has not made his own move. Okay. She gonna jump his bones?
Wow, she's kind of a pedo.
She's not that interested.
How old is she physically again?
She's late teens.
Oh,
Get
okay, well I
yourself
guess
an older
sorry.
woman? Come on.
The age difference is only, physically speaking, only probably
Like
2 or 3 years. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not that
Wow.
weird.
The
Actually,
odds of that are pretty low in vampire society.
she might be, in terms of actual age, she might be slightly younger than you.
Oh wow. Wait, what?
I mean, you were embraced during the Troubles, which is, what, like 70s?
Was I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wow, so Ryan's an experienced vampire in this story. I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, we're all experienced.
Well, I mean,
vampires,
you were at
which is
least-
weird.
according to your background, you were at least around in the Troubles. Considering that you're still just a teenager, you can't have been around for that long. Some of that had to be vampire time.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah, we're
That's
all
cool.
like, we've all been vampires like 30 years or something, right?
Yeah, the math just worked out that way.
Awesome.
I did, in order to keep it
Okay.
all straight, I did make a little timeline for myself.
Okay.
And yeah.
Well, I mean, except for Jonathan, since, I mean, this is...
Yeah,
I'm
Jonathan.
not wrong, right? This
Jonathan
is
is-
Jonathan's sire, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Jonathan, you're a young'un.
Says Ryan, the
Here.
15-year-old mall kid.
When you
I
told
don't
him to
know.
get out of here, you're like, all right, young man, now you wouldn't understand this, but
Yeah.
the adults need some time in
Yeah.
here.
You know, make it
Okay.
with your mom over here.
So, alright, back to the thing, or
So
whatever.
staying it together, is
Um,
Ryan going to be Jonathan's stepfather?
Yeah,
So-
that's true.
So, I mean, vampire sex totally involves blood, right?
Yeah, when you do it, full on, yeah.
So there would be one point of blood bonding going on.
There would be, yes.
But if you're already blood bonded to someone, you can't gain any blood bond towards anyone else.
That's true. You can only have one. If you have a full blood bond, 3 drinks, then you can't have one towards anyone else.
Okay, but it's not this. It's not Lisa. It's that other woman who's the prince's sire or prince's child, right?
Alicia, yes.
You know,
Alicia.
yeah.
And Lucy is your girlfriend.
So Lucy is not necessarily already blood bonded to someone.
No. Jonathan
Probably
might have
is.
informed you that she has drunk Lucy's blood at least one, or Alicia's blood at least one time, but there's no proof that she's bloodbound.
But I also know from Jonathan that the sex with those two is a regular occurrence.
They do, like, kind of mess around with each other, but they've only actually shared blood the one time.
That he's
Hmm.
aware of.
Well, he was in
I
bed
still
next
feel
to him.
like
He
this-
was pretty aware.
Right, but
Yeah.
I'm saying they
Yeah.
may have shared blood at some other point that he's
Yeah,
not aware.
that's true.
Yeah, I feel like this is pretty unstrategic. God.
I have no idea what he said.
You
Alright,
broke
so
up.
I'm not gonna try anything.
You're not going to do anything?
No.
Wow. What a little virgin bitch.
Well, he's a Catholic boy.
Yeah, that's true.
The
Well,
virgin
he's not
bitch
actually.
versus the child terrorist.
Oh, he's not? Ryan's not a Catholic boy?
No, because he's unionist.
Oh.
He's the opposite
Unionist,
of a
so
Catholic boy.
I'm a proddy. I have to
Okay.
decide if I'm Church of England or what's the other one? Presbyterian.
Mm-hmm.
Church of England is the most British of churches, so I think it probably ought to be that one. But, you know.
Yeah, you're gonna
It's
have
up
to
to
make
you.
that choice there.
Yeah.
That's a character decision right there. Flesh out this character, Ryan. All right.
So in the US, is there a Church of America, or what's the extension for the Anglican Church?
No, we have
It
a
is-
separation of church and state. All
It
right.
is. It is.
There would be no Church of America.
The Anglican Church.
Well, I mean, I'm sure there are churches that call themselves
The
the Church
Church
of
of-
America.
The Church of England is just the Anglican Church. That's what it's called.
Okay,
But
thank
no,
you.
we don't have any official Church of America. Because that would be against
I
the
know you don't have
Constitution.
an official Church of America, but I'm sure there are churches that call themselves that.
Well, that's the evangelicals.
Yeah,
They're
I mean
just a big group.
there is like First American Church and things like that. Obviously, I mean anyone can put America in the name. I hate
Yeah.
to say it, David, but you could found a church in Ireland and put America in the name.
I like that idea.
Oh, the wheels are turning. All right. So yeah, you just hang out for a few hours. Steven leaves to go deal drugs, but you and Lucy are just kind of hanging out, watching movies on Laserdisc.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Sure.
So she picks
Sure.
out.
they're like time cop.
She picks out a group of suitably like ironic vampire movies.
Mm-hmm.
So she's got like From Dusk Till Dawn,
Mm-hmm.
Lost Boys.
Okay.
Yeah, Lost Boys. Interview with a Vampire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Very nice.
Van Helsing.
She's not. Well, she was embraced a little bit too early for that. They're mostly '90s movies. You could pick it out if you wanted to, but
Sure.
well, actually, you couldn't get Van Helsing on Laserdisc, could
Oh,
you?
wait. What's that Uwe Ball one? Blood Rain?
Yeah.
Oh, Blood Rain.
The thing is, though, those are too late. They're on DVD, and you don't have a DVD player.
What the fuck?
Why do we not have a DVD player? We shouldn't have that.
Because you got Laserdisc, and you don't need DVD. DVD assumes
Sure.
that there was a good movie made after the year 2000.
Oh,
All right.
Sure.
All right, but okay. We gotta have a way to capture it
you
on
you
the
absolutely have you have some way to watch DVDs. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, does Laserdisc look noticeably different or something?
Yeah, it's like twice as big.
They're huge.
Imagine a DVD that's like two
It's
or three
like,
times
do you
as
remember,
large.
Okay, like vinyl records.
No. I mean the video quality.
Oh no, it's standard.
No, it's the best definition.
The
There's
best
standard
definition.
definition, high definition, like 4K, and then there's best definition.
I see. Okay.
Which is
All
really
right,
strange
so
to be.
Ryan's just stuck in the 90s, is what you're saying.
Everyone is.
Okay.
Or should be. All right.
144p.
Oh, and I shouldn't even have to say this, but you do have the Godfrey Ho movies on VHS.
Why don't we watch those?
That's canon, Ryan. It's canon. All right.
Just like
Wait,
the
we
sound.
could watch those because those shitty Chinese zombies, they're technically vampires.
That's true. All right. So,
So
in addition to the other movies,
he's
you
all
watched
like-
Zombie versus Ninja.
he's all like, "Let me introduce
Nice.
you to Pierre Kirby."
To my dad.
All right.
You're gonna get her all riled up, you know.
Well, yeah, you noticed as soon as Pierre Kirby comes on the screen, she seems to fall into some kind of trance.
Mm-hmm.
it does seem as though Godfrey Home Movies immediately activate the Toreador. Mesmerizing.
Mesmer of beautiful art. Okay. Yes.
Oh my god. Yeah, of course.
All right. So yeah, you guys watch a bunch of movies. You head upstairs, you play some Nintendo 64. You hang out basically.
Oh, does he let her touch Majora's Mask?
No, why would she need to touch it?
The thing is, yeah, once again, Majora's Mask, very similar to Pierre Kirby movies, instantly activates the entrancement effect.
She doesn't even
So
have to turn the game on, she just sees the cover art.
yeah, and then it's just yeah. So basically, you hang out for the night. Steven eventually comes back. I don't know if Steven joins with you guys or if he just leaves you guys alone.
So Lucy doesn't try to start anything.
Are they amenable to company? I may go in and
I mean, Lucy doesn't have a problem with it.
greet Lucy and say hello and see how my young one is faring. I'm like the father, the awkward father that's come in. All right, well, you young people have fun then. And then I'll leave.
All right.
Bye-bye.
So yeah, it's getting late in the evening. Derek, goes out for a little while and might have an adventure on his own, but Stallworth isn't here.
And
so
comes back and tells us nothing about it.
So he comes back, says nothing about it, and as far as you know, nothing happened.
All right.
Night.
And so after a little while, with Jonathan hiding up in the library somewhere, eventually you hear that Lucy is leaving. Says goodbye to Ryan, gives him a kiss, and takes off.
Wonderful.
Yes, our relationship did not progress. Fantastic.
This is all Ryan's goal, not to progress.
Well,
I'm just gonna wait it out until the charm wears off.
Now, see, it's like a video game, David. Your social rating with her is still going up. You're at the high enough level where you could have sex, but you're not doing it yet. But the rating is still going up. So once you do have sex, you're going to immediately progress just straight to marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Because you've already done all the grinding.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. See, here's the thing.
Well, I haven't done any grinding, Zach. That's the whole point.
By being such a gentleman, you're just making her fall more in love with you.
That's true.
Nah, I don't think so. I think she's realising I'm a weirdo.
Damn housefly.
Alright. Slapping things now.
Yeah, I hope that loud bang was on the recording.
Oh, did I bang something?
No, I didn't.
No, Zach is
Alright,
things against walls.
Yeah, I tried to hit
How loud is my voice now, guys? Should I try and make it more quiet?
No, it's pretty
Yeah,
good.
fine.
It should be.
I think.
Alright.
Alright. So yeah, it's getting to be kind of late, Ryan, when you receive a phone call.
A phone call?
Yeah.
Well, I best answer it. Wait, who's it from first?
It is from a guy who buys drugs from you, like a regular source. He's also part of your herd. He actually owes you a bit of cash.
Alright, well, bitch better have my money then, I guess.
Yeah, what are you doing giving drugs without payment there, Ryan?
It's part of his herd.
Well, that's how you rope them in. Come on, Mary, you know how the business works.
So yeah.
This is why I've hired new help.
Yeah, this guy is actually,
right.
I mean, obviously, a little bit of debt, they come back that way, because you put them in debt, that way when they get their government benefits, first of the month, they come back, you immediately get a cut of it. This guy's a little bit deeper in debt than theoretically you should have let it. He kind of you let him get away from you a little bit. So he's into you, pretty deep, basically.
Okay.
But he gives you a call.
Yeah.
And he's like...
So I'll answer. Mushy
yeah.
mushy.
He's like, man, I got like a thing going on, man.
Thing, yeah.
He's like, yeah, I mean, you know, I know I owe you something, man. But like, I got a thing.
What's the thing?
Okay, it's like a business arrangement.
Yeah.
I can't pay you,
Okay.
but I got this business arrangement I can bring you in on that will give you money that you would not have had if I had not brought you into the arrangement.
I
Nah,
hope
I'd
Brian
rather
did belch on the phone. I hope that was in
I'd
there.
rather the money.
Well, about the money, I don't have it.
But you will have it next month.
I have a business arrangement.
When are you getting your dough?
Man, I don't, I don't got it, I got, some other guys.
You owe other people money.
Look, I can't exactly discuss the particulars of my financial situation, all right? I
But why are
mean,
other people getting money back before I'm getting mine?
you are getting your money back through this business arrangement.
I can tell you're having a lot of fun doing this accent or whatever, Zach. And, alright, why don't you explain to me the business arrangements?
I can't trust phones, man. I mean, But why don't you come by my setup, and I will...
Your setup!
Yeah, my pad, And I think you're gonna like what you see, man. When you hear this business arrangement, you are gonna be like all over this shit.
Oh boy, alright, well that sounds great. I'll head right over then.
All right. Yeah, you know where his house is. The guy's...
Alright, cool, thanks pal, see you then I'll hang up.
All right. This guy's name is Carrie, and from what you know, he's basically like a skinny, methed out white guy. Like when you see someone like on the news that's like been arrested for meth possession.
Got no teeth.
Yeah, that's what this guy looks like.
Nice.
And he smokes a lot of meth.
Oh boy. Well, it's time to walk into a trap but be invisible. I can't wait.
All right.
Okay.
So yeah.
Alright, so let's see. I presume I'm going to need a lift to get there in any reasonable time.
Yeah, Terry can take you over.
Mr. Terry, please give me a lift.
All right. Yeah. He knows where the place is because you've gone. He is a good customer. He's in deep to you right now, but in terms of the money he has given you over his lifetime of meth use, you have gotten a substantial amount of cash from him. So he takes you to like this shitty abandoned warehouse where he's squatting.
Nice. Alright, well, I'll have them park away, I don't want them to even hear the car coming or anything,
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, cool. So let's see. Terry, why don't you disappear and show up here in 10, or we'll say 20 minutes.
Alright.
Alright, so I got my weapons, right?
Yeah.
I got my equipment.
Yeah.
Okay. Obfuscate. Wait, what's my blood?
Oh, that's true. It's actually only been a few days since the last session, so just keep your blood at whatever it was.
Okay, well, I hope I wasn't lying when I set it to 13 out of 13.
You weren't actually, because you frenzied and killed someone that you weren't supposed to.
You completely drained somebody.
Ah, yes, alright, so I'm at full. Fun, fun, fun.
Oh, but do take off 1 blood point for waking up this morning.
Okay. Fair. I guess I should have had blood with your 1.
Yeah. Oh well.
Oh well, live and learn.
Yeah. You can get blood bond later.
Next time I'll have sex.
Ryan's just getting careless. And
Never go to a fight without having sex.
That's a good point. All right.
So, let's see. I can only spend 1 blood per turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if I hear me out, right?
Yeah.
You know how a physical thing lasts like what did you say a physical boost past your max lasts to 3 turns?
Yes.
And you can keep renewing that or whatever by boosting it another point, and then the 3 turns resets it and stuff, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so over the course of me walking to and breaking into the building, I spent 1 blood point every like couple of minutes.
Uh-huh.
Do you get where I'm going
Yeah.
with this?
It sounds like a
Alright.
perfect way to waste all your blood points before you even find out if there is a threat. So I'm all for it if you want to do it.
Nah, okay, I'll just spend. Let's see. They will last for the whole scene if it's not past my limit, right?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes. You are correct.
I said the boost will last the whole scene as long as it's not
Yes.
past the limit.
Yes. Absolutely.
Okay.
Affirmative.
Alright, I will just bring stuff up to 5 then.
All right. So yeah, you head up to the warehouse, and it's pretty much the same as the last few times you've been here. Only Carrie is staying there right now, although in the past he's had some other people around, but you don't see anyone else but him there.
So he's in there
Yeah.
on his own.
Yeah, he seems to be jonesing for some meth from the way you were looking at his body language.
Do I have any drugs on me right now?
I assume you always have drugs on you, yeah.
Yeah, is meth in there?
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Alright, well, I'll check to make sure there's nothing suspicious. Do I see anything at all?
Give me a perception plus investigation.
7.
Alright. Yeah, you look all around this place, and you do not find anyone here except for him.
Is there nothing else?
It looks like his house. It's basically... You kind of broke up there, David.
I just asked if there's anything else suspicious.
No. It's, all the stuff looks like the last several times you've been here.
Oh.
I'm paranoid.
Okay. I will get out. I will not go into the warehouse. I'll go to the other side of the street.
Mm-hmm.
And I will call him.
All right. It's like, yeah, man, where are you?
Yeah, I'm outside. Come out to me.
Like, okay, man. And he comes outside. He's looking right. He's like, where are you at, man?
Come across the street.
All right. Goes across the street.
All right. Well, huh. All right. I guess I'll show my face to him.
All right. By
So
stepping
here
out
I
from
am.
behind a corner and not just
Hopping
dropping
into
off
it.
the escape.
Masquerade issues.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Sure, whatever showmanship you want.
So he's like, oh, hey, man. No, it's good to see you. Like, you got anything for me, man?
And I'm pretty sure it's you who's supposed to have something for me,
Oh,
man.
yeah, right, no. The business deal, absolutely. So, here's the thing, man. I got,
Yeah.
like, this contact.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he's got his own, like, operation going on.
An operation?
Absolutely. He called me up,
Okay, tell me more.
and he's like, "What do you think of my operation?" And I was blown away by it. Okay.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing. He has got himself a sweet setup pumping gas down on the station by the highway.
Okay.
And he's working the night shift.
Mm-hmm.
Every night, well, not every night, but when they need the fill-up to come by, there's this huge-ass truck filled with gas. They come and they pump it into this big-ass tank underground. Fucked up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't even know that's how gas worked. All right, so
Ryan is dodging everywhere.
yeah, no, the silence there was absolutely canon. He's like,
I'm
so,
okay with that.
so, here's the thing. You know how people are always bitching about how gas is getting more expensive?
Yeah.
What if we had a giant ass tanker filled with gas?
Wow.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
My guy, my contact, his operation.
His
I
operation.
did like a little tete-a-tete with him, man. And he's like, I will keep the driver distracted inside. Well, we go in there, grab that truck, and drive the fuck out of there like fucking Smokey and Ryan. Smokey and the Ryan, man.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Genius.
Absolutely. I knew you were in on this, man. We sell that gas, we're going to have so much money. We split it 3 ways. That is going to be more than what I owe you.
So you want us to rob a tanker of petrol?
No, man, I want to rob a tanker of gas. He's like, what's petrol?
Yeah, gas, sorry.
All right.
You want to rob a truck of gas.
Yeah, man. I want
What the
us
fuck
to
is
rob
this?
a tanker of gas.
Why a tanker of gas? Why don't you just rob a shop or something, man? Come on, just get me my money.
Man, I can't just rob a shop. This is a plan. You can't just, if you could just go in there. You know how many methed up guys just go in, try and rob a shop and get arrested? This is a plan. We've got a guy on the inside. This is like
Why don't you
Ocean's
find someone who works
19,
as a shop
dude.
assistant? Then you'll have a guy on the inside.
We're like, I don't know any guys who are running a shop. I know a guy who's pumping gas. This is the plan.
Your plan's kind of silly, my friend.
It's not silly. It's genius. Because they'll never see it coming.
Okay, listen, alright. Alright, so, tell you what, Ryan's gonna walk this guy back into his warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, listen.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you find a better way to use your time and effort?
Man, it's like,
It's like,
are you gonna bail on me on this, man?
I'm not interested in robbing your tank of petrol.
I know how to break this to you, guy, but you're the only one I know who knows how to hotwire a car.
Well, it sounds like you won't be robbing any tanks anytime soon then. That's good. That's a good thing.
He's looking around kind of nervously, and then he's like, I don't know how to put this, man. I'm in real deep to some heavy dudes.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of like my last chance, brother.
Ryan.
Are you gonna bail on your bro, Ryan?
I'm not gonna bail on my bro, but I'm gonna bail on a stupid meth house.
Oh man, this is your herd, man.
Can't
If he goes
believe you're
down, you're gonna have to
bailing
find
on your
another.
bro.
You're gonna have to find another guy. This is your herd.
I
This isn't
mean,
just anybody.
how
This
much
is your
business
herd.
would I be losing? Is this guy that big a deal? Was he that big a customer?
Well, the thing is, he is a pretty big customer, so there is that element to it. The other thing is that he is kind of known by the other guys that you regularly feed from, so if he kind of gets it around that you're not trustworthy, you might lose your dot and herd as well.
Alright, look. Why don't you walk me through how deep you're in right now. How about that?
Who are these
Alright.
other guys that he's in with?
I kinda made a deal with some guys to start selling.
This is already really bad.
To start selling meth?
Yes.
Okay, but you're addicted to meth.
Well, somehow it did end up getting burnt. I won't deny that.
Yeah. Did you not think maybe it might be a good idea to sell something that you personally didn't have an issue with?
It's easy to say that with 2020 hindsight, dude. On account of me having already
you got me
smoked
there.
the
You got
meth.
me there, bro. You are right there, bro.
So I'm kind of in like, you know, a few thousand, more than a few.
Right. A few thousand.
You know, an amount of thousands, yes.
An amount of how many thousands?
I can't exactly get into my financial situation, but on account of the interest piling up, it's kind of like around 10,000 now.
Alright, so around 10,000. Okay. Now, let's relax.
Alright?
So,
Let's panic.
You know, it'd be easier for me to relax if we had a little bit of meth.
no. Now listen here. Now, look. That's, they're not that simple, alright? So how much money is due right now?
Right now, I mean, they
Yeah.
said they wanted all of it by tomorrow or I was dead, but I think if I gave them a few thousand, they would let me go get more.
Right. Okay. Well, that's a good start. Okay. So we're not looking at 10,000 right away.
I hope not.
No, don't worry. All right. I'm sure that's not how I would do business, so it's fine. Okay. So we'll call it 5 grand. All right. If I pay back half of 5 grand,
Mm-hmm.
sure I could get. I'm sure it would be reasonable enough to expect the
Yeah.
other. All right. So you need $5,000.
We need help.
You. This man before me needs $5,000. What the fuck?
I kind of got a plan to get it.
Now I know you have. I know you have a plan, and I'll give you that.
My boy is on board for this.
You have a person who was allegedly willing to work with you. Okay.
Allegedly, yeah. It's a good thing that we should, in case the cops are watching.
Alleged is always good.
Cops are things, cops.
Man, with you on board,
Speaking of
this
cops.
plan can't fail. You know all this stuff.
I'm not.
Oh,
You're not stealing petrol, okay? You're not stealing.
No, we're
petrol.
stealing gas.
Oh my god, guys, help me out.
I just like to watch him flounder.
I think the plan sounds great.
No, it's not good.
Shut up, Zach.
All right. So the guy's probably one. Who was he selling for? Who is this other operation in town? Is it those? Is it those other? Is it the Anarchs?
Could be.
Oh, God.
So obviously.
I mean, I could just steal the petrol.
Yes.
I don't see. I mean, I guess there's no real reason why this version of Ryan would be so opposed to stealing a bit of petrol.
I mean, if shit goes down, you've got to obfuscate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could always just abandon these two.
Mm-hmm. You could just steal the petrol. I mean, that would be a plan. I have a feeling this is like a bad plan, and that you will be caught.
Wait a minute. All right. So back into character for a second.
Yeah.
All right. So when you steal the petrol, what's your plan to turn that into money?
Man, I got like a guy. He's like
Who's willing to buy the petrol?
He's like a fence, but not the white picket kind, if you catch my drift.
Can he get
And
rid of
he
gas,
winks
though?
at you.
I mean, there's
Have you secured an arrangement already to sell him this petrol?
Absolutely. I would not have come to you with a half-baked notion.
this fucking
Well,
guy.
this guy's he's instilling a lot of confidence in me now. Sounds like he's got his shit sorted out.
okay. Oh, you might as well just go
half-baked
steal the
notion.
petrol. What the hell? Let's see how this plays out.
What's the worst that could happen?
Ryan could be
What
dead.
is the worst that could happen?
Smash cut to this flaming tank of gas with Ryan hurtling down the road with like 1,000 guns.
And honestly, I kind of want to see that, so let's do it. What the hell? Steal the petrol. Go for it.
All right. Let's steal some petrol then.
Gas. But yes.
Why do you say that every time?
Because we do
Because
not.
it's funny.
Alright. It's like, alright, man. We have got it planned out. We are like, we got a plan like Stan, man.
Wow.
Now,
Yeah.
maybe we should, like, clear our heads before we go and do this mission.
Okay, here's the plan. All right.
Yeah, we smoke
You can
meth.
have a celebratory dose when the plan succeeds.
Alright,
So look
yeah.
forward to it.
Yeah, okay, yeah, no, we can handle that. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, you've got something to look forward to now.
Man, we're gonna get like a fuck ton of gas and we're gonna smoke some meth. This is awesome.
The other thing is, Ryan, you need to make sure he actually does pay back the guys, not spend it all on meth.
Take him in hand.
So first off, I will ask, because I'm ignorant of such things, but given the level of addiction he's probably at or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
like which state is better, like the withdrawal, or should I actually let him
Yeah,
have
how
some
far
meth
into the
first?
withdrawal
I
is
don't
he?
know.
Because if he's shaky, he's not going to be any.
He is a little bit shaky right now. Yeah, he's looking like
Well, I
he's
mean,
kind of
like,
messed up.
would his condition actually be better if he had some meth?
Yes.
It probably, yeah, actually,
Not
at
very
this point,
much, but you might give him just a little hit.
just to get him
Alright,
well.
fine. How expensive is meth? Like, am I throwing away hundreds of dollars by giving him, like,
I
a
mean,
little bit?
not the little hit that you're just gonna give him. No.
Alright, well, so I'll give him whatever amount I think is right to...
It's also
to
super cheap for
optimize
you.
him.
I mean, you're getting it. Steven is basically making it himself. So instead of paying for meth, you're really paying for the precursor
You're paying for the raw materials.
chemicals that go into meth,
Okay.
which is cheaper.
You
Alright,
get a
so,
whole
yeah,
thing,
okay.
alright?
I'll give him whatever I think the optimal amount is.
Okay. Yeah, obviously you know about meth, so you give him just a little bit, just get him well. He's like, man, we are set. We are set to do this mission. We are like commandos. We're like American commandos.
Except I'm not American.
Man, America is a nation of immigrants.
I'm
Alright.
not an immigrant.
You're an illegal immigrant, except you're not Mexican. Anyway, he goes and he gets into his car, which is like an incredibly which is like this incredibly shitty like muscle car, but it's like 40 years old. It's like broken
I'm surprised
down.
he has a car.
Yeah. It barely works. Like he tries to start this thing and it is like chugging so much.
Big black smoke comes out.
Basically, yeah. Like you have to get out and like push it forward to get it started.
Nice.
It is like the worst car in the world, basically.
Alright, well, whilst we're driving, I want to hear the details of the plan. Where's the truck going to be? Who's the guy? When are we meeting him? What's his part of the maneuvers?
Yeah, he gives you the layout. Basically, there is a gas station. It's not too far from the highway. There is a tanker. It comes by regular times to fill up the station. It's tonight. So he's got his friend works in the gas station, so he's going to basically take the guy. He's basically kind of formed sort of a friendly relationship with the driver. It's a regular driver. So he brings him in. He's going to talk with him, basically. Go into the little convenience area, like give him some snacks, things like that. Just keep him busy, distracted. While you guys jump in, hotwire the truck, and then drive it away.
You might unhook it from the underground.
It doesn't get hooked up until afterwards. Usually, like he goes in to talk to him first.
Oh, okay.
So that has been factored in.
Filling out the paperwork. Okay.
Where do we
seem
drive
like Carrie
the truck?
didn't have this planned out.
I kind of wondered, but apparently Carrie is smarter than I thought.
So where do we drive the truck?
All right. After that, we drive it to the lockup.
The lockup.
Yeah, place to keep it while the fence comes over, checks it out, makes sure it's good, gives us the money. He takes the truck, drives it away.
How long will the fence take? This money's due tomorrow.
I already talked with him. He said he's going to come this morning.
How well do you know this fence?
Man, we, like, grew up together.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, grew up together.
He was, like, on my street.
Because I was just thinking, what's to stop this fence showing up with a bunch of heavies and just taking the truck from us?
He's like, do you have Little League in England?
Yeah.
We're in Little League together, man. That's a brotherhood.
Right. Sure.
Stephen is just blissfully
Cut back to the mansion where Stephen is smoking. Jonathan comes in. He's like, He's like, Terry and I made this wonderful platter of, I don't know, of little munchies.
Of assorted cheeses. And we all sit down.
We open a
We'll
bottle
have
of
tea.
wine.
Yeah,
Is it not delightful?
It is delightful, Jonathan. Thank you.
Oh, you're so very welcome.
The record playing is just doing like some soft jazz. Cut back to Ryan in this shitty car, chugging along the highway.
Yep. Basically.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you pull up outside the gas station, and you guys lay low for just a little bit, and then the tanker pulls up. Guy hops out, starts going inside like the convenience area.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as he's out of sight, Carrie's like, "Man, let's do this shit." And he hops out of the car and starts walking over.
Well, let's see here. I'm sure there's a more optimal way to do this.
Mm-hmm.
What does Terry think he's doing?
Terry is eating assorted cheeses with Jonathan and Stephen in the library, listening to soft jazz.
Yeah, Terry's not with you.
I thought Terry was also the name of the junkie.
Carrie.
Carrie.
C-A-R-E-Y. C is in
Carrie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Alright, so Carrie, yeah?
Yeah.
What does Carrie think he's doing?
He's gonna be like a lookout.
Like a lookout, but not actually a lookout.
Yeah.
Sure.
On Overwatch. Man, have you ever played XCOM?
I have, actually.
I'm like the guy with the sniper rifle that's sitting up on the hill where the Sky Ranger lands.
Very nice.
Fucking sectoid pops up. Boom, got him.
Very good. Alright then.
You're like
Love
the
this
guy
play.
with the electrical baton that goes to stun the alien leader.
Shut up, stop talking.
Alright. So yeah, he basically stays by kind of the passenger seat of the semi, just kind of watching out.
Sure.
You kind of broke up there.
I said first I check the truck, is it locked up or chained up
Nope.
or anything?
It's been left open.
Is the door to the truck left open or is it locked?
The door it's closed, but it's not locked.
So it just opens.
Yeah.
Have the keys been left in?
No.
Alright. Can I hotwire it?
Absolutely.
I attempt to hotwire.
Alright, so that is going to be a dexterity plus repair.
That is... I presume my blood boosts are gone from the drive.
Off, yes.
Okay. 4.
Alright.
Well, I'll take my armor off, so 5.
Alright. Yeah, so you start working with this thing. And, you know, you get the panel open. You start doing your work. Start getting the wires. And you're making pretty good progress. When all of a sudden you see Carrie's like, oh, shit. And then you see two figures walk out of the convenience store. One of them is basically walking towards the truck, and the other one is basically like kind of talking to him, like kind of trying to distract him, get him back inside. And then you hear like a yell, like, what are you doing over there? And Carrie's just like, man, just keep just keep working. I'm gonna handle this. And he goes over to kind of basically like stop this guy. So you're gonna keep working. You are nearly finished at this point.
All right, I'll keep going.
All right. All right. So yeah, you've got the wires out. You've got them stripped. You're ready to hit them together. When all of a sudden, so this is what you're hearing as you're finishing up. You're like, "What the fuck are you doing by my truck?" He's like, "Man, there's nothing going on here." Carrie's like, I don't know what you're talking about, man. And then you see this other guy. He also, the gas station guy also, he's dressed in like a gas station uniform, but he also looks a little bit like a meth head. He's like,
Yeah.
not the regular guy. Ugh, sick. He's like trying to say it subtly, but he doesn't know how. So he's just like saying things in front of the driver, who's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Then he kind of steps up on his tippy toe. He's like, "There's someone in my fucking truck." He's like, Gary's like, "There's no one in your truck, man. I don't know what's going. Just go back inside. Go back inside the fucking store." He's like, "There's someone in my truck. You're trying to steal my truck." Then Carrie pulls out a gun and points it at the driver and says, "Go back in the fucking store, man!" He's like, "What the shit?" And then Carrie, all of a sudden, there's a gunshot. And Carrie seems scared out of his mind. The gun just goes off. He's like, "Oh shit. Oh shit." The driver is struck in the forehead. He goes flying back. Blood goes everywhere. And he is laying on the ground, bleeding out of a bullet wound in his head. The gas station guy is like, "Oh my god, you killed him! Jesus Christ, you just killed a man!" Carrie's like, "I didn't fucking mean it! I didn't mean it! Nothing happened! Go back inside!" He's like, "You didn't say, I didn't want to do this, man! Shit's going down!" He's like, "You gonna tell the cops about this, motherfucker?" He's got, I ain't gonna tell no one, man.
Can I pause you for a second?
Yeah?
I will go into obfuscate and attempt to wrench the gun from Kerry.
Alright. You are in obfuscate and you are crossing the room when he's like, "I ain't gonna tell the cops nothing, I swear." And he's like, "I bet you ain't gonna tell him nothing, motherfucker." And then give me a dexterity plus brawl.
Fuck's sake. 7.
Alright.
This went swimmingly.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, these cheese bits
They
are
are.
incredible.
Jonathan, what you have done with these cheese balls is just brilliant.
I'm glad you liked it. It took a considerable amount of effort, but it was definitely worth it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you start wrestling with the gun, which just starts going off.
Mm-hmm.
The driver of the truck is obviously just flat out dead.
Yeah.
The gas station guy starts screaming. He falls to the ground, clutching at a bullet wound in his stomach. And he is just basically screaming his head off.
Mm-hmm.
Kira's like, "Man, he's gonna fucking talk. We gotta finish him, man."
Calm down, my friends.
Alright, man. I'm calm. Meanwhile, at the same time, you shot me!
Now, it's okay. We will deliver the truck. We will have money. We will have meth. Get in the truck with me now.
Alright. This guy, he's gonna
By
call...
the way, is it too late? Is it too late to say? Well, are there any cameras?
Well, now that you mention it, yes.
I would like to have been obfuscated as someone else. Oh, wait, yeah, because Kerry would know me by a different appearance anyway, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm in my drug-selling appearance
Yeah.
right now?
And I figured you probably had your balaclava down in your real life, in case someone watches it later.
That would be nice. That would be nice.
I assume that is basically your standard procedure for crimes at this point.
Thank you. Okay, good. Well then, yeah, whatever. Alright, so Carrie, let's just go. Come with me now.
All right. So you notice basically the guy that was shot in the stomach is limping away and like pulling out a cell phone.
Well, bash him in the head, do some first aid on him. I've got medicine 1. I'll close his wounds and shit for him.
All right.
Okay, wait.
Now you're gonna need.
I've got a burner phone, right? Well,
Yeah.
actually, I'll use his phone, right?
Mhm.
Okay, take the phone from him.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't need this.
Well, I don't want him using a mobile phone at a petrol station, because we all know that can cause explosions.
Yeah.
Sure.
Very dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never close his wounds for while I ring 911.
All right. Well, you do notice that there are some other people around, and it seems like 911 has probably already been called, so you might not have to worry
Oh, there's
about that.
other people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With the screaming
Well,
that's
that's
going
fine.
on, some other people are starting to gather around the area.
Oh, well then it's fine. Let's just drive off. So I'll take his phone from him and then just drive off.
All right. Carrie does kind of mention he does kind of know who I am.
Don't worry about it. Come on, let's go.
I feel like he's just gonna tell the cops who did this.
Well,
I feel like we kind of burned the bridge of friendship when I shot him.
what does Dementate 2 do?
It makes you see things that aren't there.
Right. Alright, I will carry the struggling friend into the truck with us.
Alright, don't worry. We're gonna take you somewhere where you will be safe.
We're gonna take you to the hospital, don't worry.
Driving up in the tanker. I like that. That's a good little bit there.
Well, I imagine the hospital thing is more of a lie and more like
Mm-hmm.
Steven.
Oh no, I really want him to drive up in the tanker to the hospital. That'd be brilliant. Right.
Steven should be grateful. I'm gonna bring him a new human test subject.
You know, sure.
I mean, you do have Dominate 3. You can handle this.
I can.
So it's
Yeah.
going to be even funnier when he pulls up to your haven.
To our haven
in
with the
tank.
tanker.
All right. So you guys get into the tanker. So basically, Carrie hops into the passenger seat. He basically helps restrain the screaming man in the back. He's like, all right, man, get us out of here.
Alright, vroom vroom, let's go.
All right. So what is your dexterity?
Oh, wait a minute. Ryan can't drive.
Yeah. So what is your dexterity plus nothing?
Well, I mean,
Where's the
can't
tanker?
Carrie drive us?
He's like, there is one unfortunate part of the problem of this plan, which I am only now coming to grips with. I do not know how to drive a
What's
double clutch.
How much of it? I'm sure it's better than me. I can't drive at all.
I don't know, what is your, you're both going to have the not able to drive hit to the difficulty. What is your dexterity plus drive without any drive?
5.
You would be the better one to drive.
I literally don't know how to drive. Alright, sure.
Carrie will give you some advice.
You hit that
It's like
clutch,
gas.
you put it into gear, then you hit the clutch again, then you put it further into gear, then you go.
Yes!
All right,
Okay.
so you start to hear sirens in the distance. What is
Really?
your dexterity is 5?
Yes.
Yeah, this is a
How many
nice
stars
wine.
are we
I
at, Zach?
think
How
we've
many
had
stars?
well.
Well, let's see. We've got 2 murders. You stole something.
No, only 1 murder. Just a wounding, an
That's
assault.
true.
1 murder and an assault. Thank you very much.
Good point.
Okay.
So yeah, you start messing around with this clutch.
And after much grinding,
Yeah,
eventually
this
something
is
goes
like-
into place.
Things are like the worst grinding of gears. Eventually, you get it into like first, and you start
You're
rolling.
driving away 10 miles an hour. It's a high-speed chase in a tanker.
You are behind the wheel of this thing. The guy in the back is still screaming.
Well, tell him to be quiet.
All right. Carrie just goes back and just punches him in the face. And that doesn't work. He starts screaming louder. He punches him a couple more times and he just passes out. He's like, "We're good,
Alright.
man."
I can focus on. I don't want that extra difficulty to my driving.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I fully understand. It's like, all right. Now take us to your lockup, bro.
To my lockup.
Yeah, man. You're like a thief.
I seem to recall you claiming to have a lockup, my friend.
No, I said we take it to the lockup. The lockup that you have.
Ah, yes, of course. Well, Stephen wouldn't be very pleased if I brought this back.
Cut back to Stephen. Jonathan. The aroma on this wine is quite delightful.
Now, here's my plan.
Uh-huh.
Would you care for some lobster bisque?
Oh my god.
Brilliant.
I would love that right now.
I made the most wonderful fondue. Terry comes in.
Chocolate with strawberries.
Okay, so Ryan has his own business contacts.
Yeah.
Does Ryan have an emergency seller who might be interested in picking up a tank of
An
gas?
extremely hot tank of gas.
No, not really. Although Steven is the mastermind, so he might know more than you do about your organization's criminal contacts. By this time, you have managed to get it into second gear.
Would I be able to manage a phone call whilst driving?
Yeah, you could put it on like speakerphone, put it on the dashboard or something.
I ring Stephen.
All right. So Steven, there's a telephone call.
Is Ryan not in the house?
Terry's like, no, he asked me to drive him out someplace a little while ago. He was gonna go meet with Carrie. It's a guy he regularly sells to.
Yeah. Okay. So, yes, this is Professor Higgins.
Ah!
No, the screaming guy.
Shut up!
Remember?
And he starts punching him some more. No, he woke up. He was biding his time until he thought he could scream for help.
Your audio like auto-corrected so we can't hear you anymore.
All right.
Yeah.
There is.
Alright, whatever. Let's get back to
Okay,
this.
I'm back. Sorry
Yeah.
about that. Something was running
We-
my door.
Yeah, I
No
think we
problem.
just have to get through with it. Like, I don't know, Skype is shit. I really don't have an explanation for this.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So let's just get back to Robin now.
All right.
Natural, shall we?
So yeah, the guy screamed,
All right. So there was
And
a
then-
screaming,
and then Carrie went back and said, "Ah, shut up," and they start beating him. So you hear like sounds of a struggle as well,
Ryan.
and then you hear the sounds of like
Steven.
a clutch grating, like
grinding,
gear
there's
is grinding,
Gear is grinding.
as
um,
David's trying to work himself into
okay.
third gear.
All right.
Hello,
Ryan.
Steven, are you there?
Yes, I am here. You appear to be having some.
Stephen, my friend, it's good to hear from you. Listen, I've got some pretty interesting good news.
Well, do tell.
I've managed to get my hands on a lorry load of petrol.
Gas!
Huh. And how, Ryan, did you manage
Well,
this?
listen, the explanations are irrelevant. I am in need of a potential buyer of this petrol.
Of a lorry full of petrol.
Would you happen to know someone interested?
Not off the top of my head. No, Ryan. Ryan,
Stephen,
where?
I don't think you quite all comprehend the gravity of this situation.
Ryan, where are you?
I have procured an entire tanker of petroleum.
No, I understand that you have a truck full of petrol. Yes, I understand that.
Did Mary just say gas?
No, I said petrol.
Alright, good.
What I do not understand is how you've come to obtain this and why there appear to be grinding noises and fighting.
The grinding is my changing of gears. I'm not quite experienced with driving vehicles. Now,
So
any
you-
further explanation will require time that I don't think I have.
So you're driving the tanker of petrol right now.
Yes.
You also hear another scream
Yes.
where the guy
That
cries
is
out,
correct.
"They shot me!"
So I need two things from you. Stephen. I need a location at which I may secure the truck for one day. And I need someone, because I'll get off the phone for just a second, I'll turn to Kerry. Kerry, listen, does the guy who's interested in buying the truck, does he actually exist either?
Yes,
He actually exists?
he does exist.
Is he actually looking to buy this truck from us now?
Well, he was
What'd you say?
interested in the gas, yes. Yes. It's all good.
So I just need to find a place to keep the truck, and your guy will actually come.
I will handle it from there.
Sorry, what was that?
He says, I will handle it from there. And I will say, Stephen, because you do have the location where they drop off the drugs, it is big enough that it could handle it.
Okay, fine. Alright, so Stephen, I just need a place where I can keep this petrol for the night.
Ryan, are you being chased by the authorities right now?
I look behind me.
Not yet.
I believe not.
Carrie's like, man, we got away from them pigs. Yeah. Them cops don't know what hit them.
Okay, Ryan, do you know where you are right now at this moment?
Yes.
Stephen does not laugh in character, okay? It's completely...
I described to Stephen where I am.
Okay.
I am also just presuming Jonathan is there to hear Stephen's end
Oh
of
yeah,
the
no,
phone call.
I'm sure I am looking at both Jonathan and Terry with like...
But just Stephen's end.
With just my... I'm sure Terry's like, he's driving a tank. So, Ryan, do you know how to get to, and I will give him the address of my drop location. Do you know how to get to that address? Ryan?
So you have an address? Is that what you said?
I have an address. I've given you an address. I'm asking you if you know how to get from where you are right now to that address.
Yeah, I can handle it, I think. Zach, can I handle it?
Yeah, you could set up your GPS on your phone to show you the way.
What?
You could set your GPS on your phone to show you the way.
Alright, fine, do that.
All right, so we will meet you there.
All right. So, all right.
Okay, and then I will hang up the phone.
So as soon as Steven's off the phone, Carrie's like, "Man, we're bringing in more guys on this deal. This is supposed to be like a secret operation."
It's fine.
But all right, man. I just don't want you to fuck up this mission.
I look at him angrily.
Back with Steven.
All right, so Steven hangs up the phone and looks at Jonathan and Terry and says, apparently, Ryan has got himself into a bit of trouble. He is going to drop off a full tankard of gas. We should probably go help him. Terry?
All right.
Shall we go?
Yeah.
Jonathan, you are more than welcome to attend if you wish. If not, I also understand.
All right.
If Derek's around, we'll invite him as well.
All right. So, yeah, you guys head down. You get to the lockup. You get there before Ryan, obviously.
I figured we'll have the warehouse door.
Yeah, you gotta open up. So Ryan, yeah, you pull around the side. You can see Steven's got the doors for the lockup basically open, ready for you. And you can pull inside.
Alright.
As you're pulling inside,
Alright,
you
cool.
realize you're not entirely sure. You've gotten it to get going. You're not entirely positive how to stop it going. So there's more grinding of gears. It's wits plus drive, but it's just wits for you.
Tree.
Right. So you watch as this semi lumbers past you. Hear more grinding of gears. And then there's like a scrunch as it slowly by that point, but at about 10 miles an hour,
Still, momentum.
hits the end of the lockup. Doesn't bust through or anything, and it does stop at that point.
Alright. Well,
Sorted. Gets out.
Everything's to plan.
It's all good now.
all according to plan. All according to K-Cap.
Okay, so Stephen will walk up to you, Ryan, with an expectant look upon his face. So now that you are relatively safe,
Carrie pops his head out. Are you gonna do like the first aid thing? Cause he's not moving anymore.
I've got one medicine.
Alright. Dexterity plus medicine.
6.
Yeah, he's dead.
What if I just ghoulize him?
He's like fully dead.
Oh.
You could embrace him if you wanted to.
I'm gonna put a stop to that. I'm going to put a
All
stop
right.
to that. Do I know Carrie?
Not really. You've never met him. You've heard of him.
So, I'm going to assume that this was, I'm speaking to Carrie now, that this was your plan.
It was a business arrangement that Ryan and I came up with together.
I will look at Ryan now. Ryan,
It was
is
his
this...
idea.
I will turn back to Carrie. So what exactly was this plan that you came up with?
Well, so the idea was, I have a guy, not technically speaking anymore.
So the dead guy was your guy,
Yes.
okay?
He had an operation where he was pumping gas. And so, did you know that below every gas station there's this giant tank underground?
To hold the gas. Yes, I'm aware.
Apparently, everyone knew this but me. I was shocked. Anyway, so in order to get the gas into the big tank, they get a tanker truck.
Yes, they carry it with
And
trucks
then-
and then they pump it in.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
Carrie, move on. What was your plan?
Well, you know how gas is always getting more expensive. So I thought, what if I acquired a tanker?
A tank full of
Yeah. So he knew the driver of the truck, and he befriended him, he was gonna keep him busy, while Ryan and I hot-wired the tank and then drove it away.
Okay. Obviously something went wrong.
Yes. Speaking of which, we should probably get rid of the bodies. Shit,
Bodies.
the one is still at the gas station.
Ryan?
Fuck!
Yeah. Hello.
Hello. Yes, Ryan.
What are you calling my name for?
I am. There are multiple bodies. How many people did you kill?
I didn't kill anyone. This junkie's killed 2 people now.
Those are some harsh words, my man. You know, words are like toothpaste. Once they go out, can't put them back in.
And I assume there was video surveillance at this.
Yeah, so this guy's totally caught.
Well, I don't know, man. A lot of people can match my description, and I was kind of like wearing a hoodie at the time.
So I look at the junkie and I put on the smile. I was like, yeah, don't worry, it's fine. We'll have so much money you can get plastic surgery. I'll never catch you.
That's a good idea, dude.
Can I ask
Yeah.
why you had this great plan?
Well, about that. I'm sort of in deep to a lot of people, yourself included. So I had like another business arrangement where I was gonna be like selling meth for some people. So I was given the meth on credit to sell.
Who would give you meth on credit? Who?
Well, Ryan has given me some. I won't.
I am
dispute
looking at
that.
Ryan again.
It's usual business. Everyone owes us a little money.
We'll discuss it later.
And then, unfortunately, a lot of the meth got burned in my pipe.
All right. Okay. So you have someone that wishes to purchase this lorry of petrol.
No, man, he wants to buy a tanker of gas. I don't know, what is petrol?
Anyway, we
So
have someone who's willing to buy the petrol.
So you will make contact with this person.
Yes. And Ryan, give me a wits plus Malkavian time.
4.
Alright. You hear the call. Basically, at various times, a psychic call will go out for all the Malkavians in a given area to assemble at a certain location. And you receive, you know where you need to go.
So does he just like go into a trance, turn around and walk out?
I mean, he could do that if he wanted to. He doesn't have to. You know where you need to go, though.
I mean, okay, but I'm a bit busy now. Maybe later.
Alright.
Alright, because... Alright, so, Carrie, you're going to make contact
Absolutely.
with this person.
Absolutely.
Carrie, you will do this now.
Alright, man. He dialed on his cell phone. He's like, yeah, I got that stuff you wanted. Tanker of gas that you're gonna buy. Dude, you gotta do me a solid, brother. I got it. No, man, it's in the lockup. Yeah, no, I got a lockup arranged for it. No, we got it, man. Dude, the cops don't know shit. Oh. Fuck. Alright. I'll be honest with you. I'm in deep to some people. No, one of them's like right here. You gotta handle. You could get a different truck. I mean, gas is gas. They're not gonna know whose gas it is. Yeah, we'll handle. Yeah, no, I'm hearing from the guy here. He's telling me he is willing to handle the tanker once we get the gas transferred. Yeah. All right. Well, there's no problem then. Yeah. I'll give. You got the address? This place?
I will give him the address of the place.
All right. So he gives the address to the guy on the phone. He's like, yeah. All right. Yeah.
And he dropped location as well.
Well, we're good as wood, man. Yeah. All right. I'll see you later, brother. All right. Well, there's no need for that. All right, man.
So what happened?
We are...
Apparently, I've procured a tanker.
Well, no, he's got the tanker. We're just going to need to get rid of this one afterwards. Do you know a way to explode a car?
You, Carrie, are done with this now.
All right, man.
I'm going to put Carrie to sleep.
He's like, we have extra shares available for you, and then he'll just go blank.
Thank you. We'll move him off.
He has a very low willpower score.
We'll move him off into a corner. And then, yes, so apparently somebody's coming by. Oh, I needed to get the time from Carrie when this guy was coming by.
It's in the morning.
In the morning. Okay, so apparently Terry, you're going to have to oversee some exchange of gas.
Yeah.
Petrol, as the case may be. All right, and then we need to figure out what to do with this tanker. Not sure about that.
We could dominate this kind of drive it away.
Do you want to give up your... How attached to you are this are you to this Carrie person?
I mean, by this point, you may as well bring him through unscathed.
Yeah, might as well.
Very well. We will attempt to hide him for a while, since he is now responsible for 2 murders.
I mean, listen, he'll be very loyal to us. Think of it like that.
Yeah, I highly doubt that that's going to happen.
The spirit is willing.
Do you know where he was supposed to meet the people who he also owes money to? No? Okay. Well, we'll have to wake him up for, I guess, that later tomorrow. Okay. So I have a tankard. We have to get rid of a body.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the one at the convenience store is pretty much procured by the police at this point. Okay. So I'm going to take away Carrie's gun,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to get rid of it.
All right.
This dead guy looks like he's kind of a meth head, probably didn't have a lot of family. Not going to be missed. We're going to dispose of his body, I believe.
Yeah,
I
he's
have
probably
some
fine.
lie. We will just simply get rid of the remains. Okay. All right.
The plan is coming together.
The plan is coming together. Not sure what to do with the tankard.
You know, there's one way to think about it. Free tanker.
I am thinking. I am thinking.
We do have a free tanker now.
You know, we could change the plates on this. Is there something we might need a tanker for later on?
There's all
I
sorts
don't
of
want to
things we could
destroy
use a
it.
tanker for.
I'm not leaning toward destroying it in any way. I just got to figure out somewhere to hide it for a while. Is there a place?
I mean,
The lockup.
you're in the lockup.
We are in the lockup, but now these guys are going to know. These guys that are coming are going to know where the lockup is. We kind of need a different place. So I need another lockup.
Oh, the only thing in the lockup is the empty tanker that they don't want.
They really don't want because it's hot. But they could
Yeah,
tell
so-
somebody.
Yeah.
Is all I'm saying. But maybe I
I mean,
dominate them afterwards.
we could just designate this as
Are they
the
coming
empty
at
tanker
sunup?
lockup.
I mean, are they going to be there during the day?
They are going to be there. They're going to go in the morning.
In the morning. So the sun will be up.
Yes.
I will not be there to dominate them and remove their memory of where they got the gas.
Right now, you just cooked a batch, so there is no important chemicals. I mean, there are a couple, but you could take them out with you.
Okay.
You could just leave this place empty, basically.
With the tanker in it and see what goes on. All right. So we're not leaving any fingerprints or hairs or anything. Terry might. We are going to have to forensically
scrub it down
for him. And this Carrie guy as well.
and carry.
And guess where Carrie's going to come stay? God, above! You have a new roommate, Ryan.
No.
We can't let him go. If you want him to live, he's wanted for 2 murders now.
And
It's fine.
Don't worry about it.
He'll be fine.
Until he implicates the rest of us.
That's true. He could implicate the rest of you.
So he's just going to be sitting in a closet in my house for a little bit. He's going to be
Fully dominated.
Fully dominated. Fully dominated.
Alright, here's the plan. So you can't stake a mortal, right?
No.
No.
Okay. But you can embrace a mortal and then stake him.
But you can keep a mortal high out of his mind on meth.
Or keep him dominated.
Or keep him dominated. That's true.
Or you can embrace him and stake him.
Yeah, but then he's not part of your herd anymore.
That's true.
Sure he is. I come in every now and then and suck on the stake guy.
Yeah, and then you're bloodbound to him?
Yeah, get bloodbound to Carrie. You threw up a huge fucking fit about Lucy, but you're gonna bloodbound yourself to Carrie.
Well, if I'm blood bonded to a guy who's permanently staked, that's just going to immunize me to blood bonds from anyone else.
True. Unless you fall in love with him and decide that you want to unstake him.
Nah, blood bonds don't work like that.
Yeah, they do.
You look so sad. Maybe just pull out the stake a little bit.
Nah.
Anyway. All right. So, okay. So we have the plan. Terry's going to take care of the payment and
All right.
whatever. We'll get these guys off Carrie's back.
And basically, just so you know, like, psychically what the call is like right now is it's kind of like, I mean, you're ignoring it. It's not a problem to ignore it, but it is like someone just keeps ringing you on the phone. So it is like, just psychically, like, you keep kind of get interrupted.
Here, guys, we gotta hurry this up.
Well, my plan is, since we've got Terry, his job, Carrie's asleep in a corner, I am attempting to,
Alright, so do I need to be
dissolve
here
the body.
anymore?
So you can help me dissolve the body.
I mean, like, I got somewhere to be. Can you handle the body on your own?
Of course, Ryan. I will clean up your mess for you.
Thanks, pal. Appreciate it.
Okay,
And listen,
Boone.
You're welcome for
from
the
Ryan.
All right. Oh, yeah, you're probably going to need Terry to drive you to the location.
Terry, drive me.
Ryan is under
If
my
you really need
command.
just anyone to tell you, I'd probably do it.
Jonathan, my friend, let's get out of here.
There you go.
All right.
There you go.
I'm
gonna keep
Steven,
Terry with me.
listen. You're welcome for the truck, Stephen, alright? That's all I'm gonna say.
Let me just note down quickly that you owe me a minor boon to pull you off.
All right. So yeah, basically, you're able to give Jonathan directions, and he drives you to like a busted up elementary school. It's
this is the
been
place.
abandoned.
This is definitely the place, Jonathan.
Alright, do you need me to hang around, or,
Yeah, stay right there. Keep the car running.
I might
You mind if I go a little
more
further
people.
back?
Nah, stay right there.
I'm gonna go a little further back.
Yeah, alright, sure, whatever, pussy.
All right.
So I go a little further back
Okay.
before waiting with the car on.
All right. So yeah.
Put in a classic Mozart CD.
Okay. Yeah.
Sure.
So, Ryan, you can see Ryan, as he's heading in, there's another guy who actually is coming up right beside him, who's also heading in. It looks like there are multiple people going inside.
All
right, then.
It's the entire area, so it probably includes Chicago as well.
Oh wow.
All right.
Nice. Alright, so what's in there, Zach?
All right. So you are greeted at the door by a woman in a wheelchair, and she rolls up to you, and she has a little thing on her lap, which is a bunch of stickers. It's like they say, "Hello, my name is," and then there's a spot for you to write in names. So she takes out a marker. She sees you, and there's also another guy who entered in with you. You don't really recognize him. So she writes down on the little sheet. She writes down, Ryan Farrell.
She didn't ask for my name, did she?
No, she did not.
Nice.
And then right below that, she writes down, washed up writer. And then she takes off the Ryan Farrell sticker, sticks it on the other guy, takes off the washed up writer sticker, and puts it on you. And you are telepathically informed through Auspex that you are to behave as Jonathan at all times while you are within the school for the rest of the night.
Alright, cool.
Oh no.
Zach, have you checked my emails?
So, as soon as this happens,
ever since you pointed out that I say, Zach, I stopped doing it, okay?
So the other guy who just got the Ryan Farrell sticker turns over to you, and he says, "I don't fucking know you, do I?"
No, you don't.
Says, my name is Ryan fucking Farrell.
That's a very good accent you have there.
Thank you.
My name
Says,
is Jonathan Weiss.
says Jonathan, have you ever thought about the British Empire?
I've always thought that the capital should be...
Nothing.
He says, the world needs a British Empire, but the capital should be Dublin, not London. And he walks into the school.
That's not what I said, but whatever.
Yeah, it seems a little bit weird, since that seems aggressively pro Republican.
Yeah, very Republican.
Mm.
Ultra Republican.
Wow.
I can respect that.
Yeah, he heads inside.
Reminds me of the good old days. So yeah, I'll head in as well.
Yeah, so Jonathan, you have the car running, but you're saying more people are heading in. It looks like there's some kind of party going on inside.
Oh, you should go join.
Sorry,
Jonathan.
from now on, when you say Jonathan, I want there to be a 50-50 chance you're talking about me.
Okay.
Fuck's sake. He's just gonna say Jonathan in the car or something.
Yeah, sure. And we'll say Jonathan at the party for me.
Unless, of course, Ryan has obfuscated to look like Jonathan and then gotten back into the car to just sit next to you.
I should obfuscate to look like Jonathan, though, so I will do that.
Oh God.
So
Don't-
I am
don't
you.
insult my reputation.
Perfect. And you know, I'm actually making your reputation better, because the one thing I don't obfuscate, the fedora.
Alright.
I'm not wearing a fucking fedora.
You are
That's
also...
right, Jonathan at the party is not wearing a fedora.
Neither is Jonathan in the car.
You are also telepathically informed that you, even if you obfuscate, you should keep your name tag present so that everyone knows who you are.
Of course. How else would everyone know that I'm Jonathan Weiss, washed up writer?
Alright?
Wow.
So yeah, there are basically a bunch of other Malkavians, and they all have name tags as well, and they're all just kind of wandering around this place.
Well, is there anyone interesting looking?
There are a few people. Find.
Can I go to some of these people?
Yeah. So I'll just give you the lowdown on who they are, who their name tags say they are. There is a young man, like early
All right.
20s, and his name tag reads Little Boy. There is a woman, and her name tag reads Secretary. There is sort of an older, like 30s-ish man, and his name tag reads Slut. There's like an older kind of fatherly figure. His name tag reads King. There is a woman of about the same age, looks kind of motherly, and her name tag reads Fat Man.
Wow.
There is another young woman, kind of similar looking to the one who has the name tag that reads Secretary, and hers reads Man in the Box, and she is actually staked. She's just laying there, staked on the ground. There's Ryan Farrell, obviously.
Ryan Farrell.
And the woman in the wheelchair basically obfuscates as soon as she's given you your name tags, but her name tag reads, I'm not here.
Oh, okay. Well, she's not there then.
Yeah, she obfuscates to be invisible, like, immediately after she...
Just her name tag is
No,
floating.
she's not there.
Yeah.
Not there.
Yep. Is there anyone in particular you want to talk to, or just hang out? There are, like...
I will talk to the man in the box.
Alright. So yeah, there are, like, some mannequins around and stuff like that that's set up. A lot of them just have name tags. They have name tags on as well. Most of them are just named Innocent. Although, as you're heading over to the man in the box, you notice there is one nearby which reads "The Man You Killed." And
Oh,
yeah, and
well, that's not good.
yeah, the man in the box is just laying there staked right next to a couple of TVs that have been set up. They're playing movies.
Okay, so the man in the box represents that guy we've got in the basement, probably.
That's one possibility, yes.
Alright, yeah, okay, Zach, I'm on to your games. I see where this is going.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so hold on. First off, I will greet the man in the box.
The staked vampire doesn't say anything back.
Alright. Let's see. So, correct me if I'm wrong, did you say one of them was Slut?
Yes, there is a young man and his read slut.
Okay, so that's Lucy, so let's talk to her, or him.
All right. Wow, that's like, oh,
Oh, wow.
slut. Oh, must be my girlfriend.
I love how Ryan makes it all about him.
Oh yeah, this is a psyche thing. I see where this is going.
So the young man is fawning all over the woman who has the name tag secretary.
So are they talking, or is he just looking at her like?
Yeah, they're talking to each other, making like hissy faces at each other.
Oh. Well, I feel awkward interrupting, so I'll turn towards someone else.
All right. So as you turn
Let's see.
around,
Let's
you
go
find,
to the little boy.
yeah, as soon as you turn around, actually, you interrupt me, but he is right there, like directly behind you. And he says, "Have you found the man yet?
Which man?
The one who fled our order. I will give you magical
Ooh.
powers like you have never dreamed of when you find the man. I won't betray you."
Fled or fled?
Fled.
With an F?
An F.
With an F.
Huh. I'm looking for him. Do you know where you might find him?
He is in the place where he will be found. And once you have found him, I will give you the powerful magic. You will be able to
Shit,
cast.
the place he'll be found.
You will be able to
Hey, I want to
cast.
hear about the powerful magic. Shut up.
You will be able to cast third level spells. You will have access to Fireball.
Well, now that's something I would like. Thank you, my friend. I will look for this man.
All right. I won't betray you.
Thanks. Well, let's see. Who else was there?
Let's see. So there's Secretary and Slut. You awkwardly walked away from them. There's Little Boy.
Yeah.
There's also King,
Yeah.
Fat Man. And that's about it, aside from the people you've already encountered.
Did you say Hank?
King and Fat Man.
Kink?
King. K-I-N-G. King.
King. Thank you, Mary.
A man who rules.
Rex.
All right. Well, let's head over to that ruling man then.
So as you approach, he says, "I will deign to hear what you have to say."
Do you know what this is all about?
"I know everything. I'm the king."
Could you tell me what this is all about?
The fat guy kind of comes up to you, is like, "Man, I don't know about this king. I think we should get rid of him and make me the king. What do you think?"
I think I would like to hear what this is all about first. Why are we
Alright.
here?
We'll talk about it later.
Just to suffer. Every night, I can feel my life.
So the fat man kind of hovers nearby,
Mm-hmm.
and the king looks expectantly at you.
You look expectantly at me?
Yeah.
I ask him what's he expecting.
"I am expecting nothing. You know the boon I owe you. If you wish to call it in, you may do so.
What, you're the prince?
I am the king. And then the fat guy kind of nudges up to you again. He's like, man, that boon, what's that going to be worth? I'll owe you a boon if you help me get rid of him.
Tell you what, you let me collect my boon off him first, and then I'll get back to you on that, alright?
All right. Make your boon his name tag, then I'll be the king.
Genius. Alright. So I say to the king, alright, that boon, alright, I want your name tag.
He kind of looks nice. You drive a hard bargain. He kind of looks off into the darkness, and then, as though he's getting instructions, and he looks back at you. He nods, and he takes off the name tag, and immediately he just goes completely rigid, falls to the ground, unmoving. And
Alright, I grab the name tag quick, I put it on myself.
So immediately, as soon as you put on the name tag, everyone in the room immediately turns on you and just basically grapples you to the ground. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have 7 vampires just dogpile you immediately and rip the name tag off.
You're not going to be Prince of Chicago.
They then hand it over to the fat man, who puts it below his own name tag.
Hail, king.
You have no place here. And all of the people together, they still have you grappled down. They take you over to the entrance. And Jonathan, you see this. They throw you outside. And then the woman in the wheelchair, she rolls up next to the car. She has her hand over her name tag where it says, I'm not here. She deobfuscates basically right next to the window next to you, Jonathan, and she says, let this serve as a warning to you.
What, to me, or?
She nods, then reobfuscates, and that's all you see.
Not sure what I should be warned of.
Well, so, Ryan dusts himself up and heads over to Jonathan. Gets in the car. Jonathan, I believe the moral of the story was that you are not liked. Now, let me explain. And I expect you to start driving back while I explain what happened.
Very well.
So you see, you must understand the symbolism of the situation. I understand now. Foolishly, I thought it was about me for a second, but no. Because, of course, I was you. The whole time I was you.
Please explain.
So we were given name tags. And I was given a name tag which said washed up writer.
So not me then.
I was explicitly instructed to behave as though I were you.
Mm-hmm.
And look how it ended up. So yes, this warning was in fact for you. I'm sorry, Jonathan, but yeah, you've got some enemies in the wrong place.
But why, though? What have I done?
You're welcome.
Now take us back to the tanker I procured.
I am just on a roll today.
I've done nothing but write my story since I got here.
That's the problem. You're not taking an active role in this. You're taking a passive role, alright? You know when your one dragged you back into her bedroom to have her way with you, and you just let it happen? Come on. Think harder next time.
Uh-huh. Well, there we go.
All right.
Meanwhile, I've dissolved the body.
Yeah, you've gotten rid of the body. Basically, you guys have gotten everything taken care of. It's near day at this point. We're basically near the end of the session.
All right.
You guys all meet
Ryan
up.
has got a pleased smile on his face. He's helped 2 people today.
Yeah, you've met up back at the mansion.
All right.
Finally got everything taken care of.
All
Is there anything else you guys want to do before you go to bed?
I'm good.
I think I'm fine. Terry's got his instructions for the day.
All right. Ryan, wits plus Malkavian time.
4.
All right. All right. So yeah, you guys are all getting ready for bed in the usual way. Finally, this day has been a mess.
It's done. Yes, it's over. Great.
And as you're about ready to leave, you notice that Ryan seems to be looking out the window at something.
Something wrong, Ryan?
Do I hear him?
Yeah, you are just kind of transfixed, like there's something out there, and you know it's watching you.
There's a storm coming.
Okay, can I see anything?
Can you elaborate on that?
What's your
Yeah,
perception
something out
plus
there looking at
investigation?
me.
My perception
Ah.
investigation is 5. I can see anything.
Let's take the long way home then.
Well, you're all right. This is at home.
We're at home. We're at the very public haven that's like a frickin' bus stop.
Yeah, but if someone's looking at him, we might not want them to know this is the home.
Well, no, this is already after you guys had gotten home.
Yeah, we're there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so I thought he was in the car.
Yeah, you were getting ready for bed at this point when you noticed that he was just staring out the window. Yeah, you don't see anything.
I don't see anything. All right, I'm gonna do my ritual.
Do I do something if I use Auspex to look out?
Mm-hmm. Oh, what was that, Jonathan?
If I use Auspex to look out, can I see anything?
Yeah, you can also give me a perception plus investigation.
Perception to investigation. That's 3, so.
You also do not see anything out there.
Okay, now get this, alright?
Mm-hmm.
If I use Dementation 2 on him, does he see something?
Yeah, if you succeeded on your roll, you would.
I use Dementation 2 on Miles.
Alright. Look up. System. I think we can tell it's you based on your laughing. Actually, I bet you're not going to do this. Jonathan, what is your perception plus self-control?
Perception 2, self-control 5.
All right. So, David, what is your manipulation plus subterfuge?
It is 5.
Okay. Yeah, you still don't see anything.
I tried to show you the ways of my plan, and you just rejected it every turn.
So as you guys are kind of all three of you looking out the window, all of a sudden there is like a thunk, but just a little light one, and it's the sound of the motion sensor light coming on in the yard. But there's still nothing that you can see.
Well then, it's obfuscate.
It could be.
I look to Stephen and Jonathan.
I see
Mary
something?
came back in the room. Basically, while you were looking outside, the motion sensor light plunked on.
It did.
But there's still nothing out there that you can
There's
see.
still nothing out there that I can see.
There's something there, clearly.
Is the dog barking?
No. Well, it seems to be, if you go and check on the dog, you find it's not barking, but it does seem to be, like, cowering or whimpering.
Oh, that's not good. All right. Well, how close are we to dawn?
Pretty close. It's darkest before the dawn.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you guys are like basically half dressed in pajamas at this point. This is
All
how
right.
late it is when you noticed something was up.
Okay, well, we'll find my weapons,
mm-hmm.
first of all.
I've already my weapons.
How long does it take me to perform that damn ritual?
Ah, shit, we're gonna have to undominate Carrie and give him his gun back.
No, because they'll just kill us all.
No, not a chance.
Alright, I need defense of the sacred haven. Do I have an hour?
No,
Shit.
you have maybe 20 minutes.
Shit. Can I speed this up?
No.
Fuck.
So did you, Ryan? You said out loud that you thought it was obfuscate.
Yeah.
Well, Terry will point out that if it's obfuscate, then you should be able to see it if you play back the security cameras
Alright,
to when the
Alright,
light went
check
on.
footage.
let's do that.
All right. So he goes back. You all go into Terry's bedroom where
Okay,
the.
we have our weapons, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he rewinds the footage.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the live feed would still be under the effect, but he rewinds the footage to when the light came on, and there doesn't seem to be anything there.
Okay, then it wasn't obfuscate. Damn it. Alright. Alright. I might be sleeping in my lab tonight.
With
So
Carrie.
there doesn't seem to be anything there.
Uh-huh. So what, we just go to sleep?
No, hardly.
Well, in about 15 minutes now, you're not going to have a
Yeah.
choice.
Alright, so there's no windows in my lab, right?
Nope.
Okay. That's probably the best place for us, in case we're awoken.
Alright.
At least.
You can bar the door. You've got the escape hatch.
Yeah.
The escape hatch is finished by this point.
Okay, thank God. Yeah, since I can't put a defense of the Sacred Haven up, the next best thing is the lab. And Terry's still got to go make his meeting, so.
What are we gonna do, guys? Just hold out here?
I don't know what else. We got 15 minutes before sunrise.
Well, Ryan readies his sawed-off shotgun.
Okay.
Okay.
Ryan, your haven also has no windows.
That's right.
So if you're welcome to come down. Steven's going to hole up in his lab because his lab has no windows. So I'm going to assume you're welcome to come down to the lab with Derek and Jonathan and I.
Well,
Or
yeah,
you
I
can
don't see why we would stay in separate rooms, so...
Okay. So we've all got weapons and, alright.
Alright.
And I'm doing my sawdust because I just got to sprinkle that around me before I fall asleep.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys head downstairs then?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So Jonathan, you're going down there as well?
I don't really have any reason not to, so I might as well.
Alright. So you might want to be brave, you know.
You might want to laugh it off. Ha ha, there's nothing out there.
You didn't see anything, so. Alright.
Should I? I'll bring my gun just to be safe.
Okay. So yeah, you guys head down in there, and yeah, you do your ritual. Everything's going okay. So, Jonathan,
Right.
you're heading down into the basement. You head through the doorway, and you find yourself in a forest.
That's a problem.
Nice.
I haven't closed the door yet. I look back into the basement.
There's nothing around you. You're in a forest. There's no telling how you
I
got
was
here.
holding onto the doorknob.
It's
Oh,
not
no,
there
you're not.
anymore. You did feel
Oh,
like,
for fuck's sake.
for a second, you felt really sick, like you were gonna throw up, basically. But then it passed almost instantly.
Oh, man.
And you do check your watch, and it is still, it is minutes away from dawn at this point.
Ooh, light on the horizon.
Okay, did anyone see me get out? Can they stop me? I was close to those guys, right?
Well, I can't describe exactly what happened to them. All I can describe is what
Alright,
happened to
fair
you
enough,
right
fair
now.
enough.
Suffice to
I
say, they're not
I
interfering.
immediately stopped moving and I tried to turn around where the door would be and sort of feel my way to where it should be.
Yeah, you are absolutely in a forest. There are trees around you. There's no door. There are no walls.
Ah, fuck.
Just throw your arms out and greet the dawn.
Is there a particularly big tree I can lay under?
Why don't you give me a perception, or wits, if that's higher, plus survival.
No, it's not. Fuck. Plus what?
Plus survival.
That's 2 and I'm using a willpower point.
Okay. You are looking around, and you do manage, you hear like a little bit of water, and you manage to find, basically, like a drainage tunnel. It's got, it's like a little metal tunnel underneath, like a hill that water is running through. It goes for a distance. In the center of it, there is a chance the sun probably won't hit you.
Okay, let's try that.
All right.
Am I wearing my coat or anything?
Yes, you do have.
I imagine I threw my coat on just when I went down.
Yeah, you've got everything you had with you.
Okay, I'll use that to cover myself as best as I can. Like, at least cover my face with it.
Okay. Go to sleep for the day. And that is the end of this session.
Oh, boy.
So, we're going to pick up now with what did we learn? We'll start with, Ryan did the most here in this session, so we'll start with him.
Well, I learned about the Malkavian call.
Okay.
And the power that it has over you.
All right. So, Jonathan, what did you learn?
Annoying cell phone.
I learned that apparently people have it out for me.
All right. And Steven.
I learned that Ryan has a dipshit friend named Terry that gets him into a lot of trouble.
All right. So, who was it that won the role-playing award last time? Was it Jonathan?
I think it was me, yeah. I think it was me.
Well, in that case, since we only have 3 people again, Jonathan, which of these 2 do you think gets the award?
Alright, so here's the thing. If I give it to David, do I get it again since he was playing as me?
No, you don't.
Damn it. I'm still giving it to David, though.
Alright. So, David, you pick up 4 experience points. Everyone else picks up 3. And that's pretty much the end of the session. Sorry, guys, that this was such a mess, technically speaking. I still don't know how the audio works out, because we messed with it a bunch during the encounter, so it's entirely possible that the audio is shit through this, but...
It's fine on Discord, so I don't get it either.
Yeah, I don't know. So we're going to definitely put in some work during the week to make sure this doesn't happen again.
Well, just use Discord.
Yep, exactly.
David, download Discord. Fuck's sake.
Okay.
So that's the end of the session, so we are going to see you guys later.
Okay.
Right then.